Hi everyone, it's Sandra and welcome to March Favorites. A couple of new products and some old rediscovered loves that have really made me happy for the month of March. There hasn't been anything new in terms of bases or anything like that. I'm still very much focused on using up the products that I set out to use up in my Project Pan video that I did at the beginning of the year, and I definitely want to do a Project Pan update soon and tell you what I've used up so far and the products that I'll be kind of trying to focus on for the second half of the year. But I'm excited to share these products with you as always. I also have a couple of disappointed things that I wanted to talk about, so this video has a bit of everything. I will start with skincare, and the two new skincare products that have really stood out to me from the past month are this vitamin C serum by Vivier. This is so lovely, and I believe I talked about this in my Empties and New Products video, but this has been one of the best vitamin C serums that I've tried. I haven't had any adverse reaction to it. A lot of times if I use a vitamin C serum that has L-ascorbic acid in it, I can break out, I can experience a bit of irritation. I haven't had any issues with this. Now the only downside with an L-ascorbic acid type of vitamin C serum is that it does kind of oxidizes quickly, so it's the type of product that you really have to dedicate yourself to using daily, because that way you kind of get your money's worth, because you kind of have to use it up within 6 months of opening. But I will have no trouble doing that because I absolutely love this, and I've just noticed such a big difference in my skin. It's more supple, it's more luminous, it is more bright, so I have been really enjoying this. And if you are on the hunt for a new vitamin C serum, if you're a big fan of SkinCeuticals CE Ferulic, this is a fantastic Canadian-made alternative to that. It's not much cheaper than the SkinCeuticals in terms of price, but for me personally, I like this better. Then the other thing is this eye cream from Bioderma. It's technically an eye gel. It's called the Eye Contour Gel. It's from the Sensibio range. And I love how simple this is. I don't know, there's just something about a good, simple, no bells and whistles type of product that just really makes me happy. The texture of this is so nice, and it just delivers hydration, moisture, comfort, soothing to the eye area. It's not overwhelmingly greasy. Makeup goes on top like a dream. I've been using this in the morning and in the evening, and it's just really lovely. So if you're on the search for a new eye cream and you just want something that kind of does what it says it does, like soothing, moisturizing, hydrating, this is your gem. And I really like the applicator too. I use about half a pea-size amount and I distribute it evenly under both my eyes, and then I go to town in my eye contour area. I am planning on doing an updated skincare routine video, so stay tuned for that. Would you rather me just sit down and talk about each product, or do you want to see me use each product? Let me know, because I would like your feedback before I film that. In terms of fragrance, the fragrance that I've been using is this Orange Blossom fragrance oil from Labo. The technical name is Fleur d'Oranger. It's a beautiful orange blossom scent. I've had this for a really long time. In terms of Labo fragrances, their fragrance oils last so much longer than their regular eau de parfum bottles. A few drops is all you need. I use about 3 drops of this on my pulse points or on my neck, and I love this. It's a very subtle, warm orange blossom scent. It's very delicate, and it's the kind of scent that's close to the skin. It's not loud. It won't make the whole room smell, but you will smell it on yourself throughout the day. I'm a big fan of citrus blossom fragrances, especially in the spring and in the summer. So this is one that I reach for time and time again. Now for makeup, there is one new product that has dethroned the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette. The Urban Decay Naked Heat palette was my favorite Urban Decay Naked palette. I found the quality of the shadow to be a lot better than previous Urban Decay Naked palettes that I had tried. In terms of the types of eye makeup looks that I enjoy doing on an everyday basis, and even in the evening if I want to kind of do a smokier look, this has everything I want. I love this. It's the Urban Decay Naked Reloaded palette. I like the fact that they got rid of the brush. It's a nice size. I feel like we've definitely reached eyeshadow palette fatigue. There's just too many, so I feel like this came out and people, would just roll their eyes, oh God, another Urban Decay palette. If you're not suffering from eyeshadow palette fatigue and you have room for one more neutral palette to add to your stash, I think this is very well worth it. But that's just because of the way that I wear eyeshadow and my preference in eyeshadow looks. I definitely found that over the past year and a half, I just don't do deep, dramatic eyeshadow looks on myself anymore. I definitely prefer softer, luminous. I still want a little bit of definition. I want the option to go a little bit smokier if I want to, but I don't want all the colors to be dark and dramatic. You know what I mean? I'm wearing it today, obviously, that I'm going to be using this next makeup application video that I do. I'm going to do like a get ready with me. And these colors, these are the colors that I use the most out of the Naked Heat palette, and I find these to be very similar to those three that I love in that palette. I like the fact that they made these two and these two bigger, like the pans are slightly larger than the rest, because these are the types of colors that you would be using more of anyway. They're like transition and base colors. So I just feel like this is just a really well thought out palette, and it's just a shame that it came out at when it did, because we're all kind of sick. I mean, I'm speaking in general, but I think a lot of you can relate. We're kind of sick of eyeshadow palettes, aren't we? Maybe it's just me. I definitely feel really, really overwhelmed by all the makeup. And I don't know about you, but with me, like the more stuff that keeps coming out, the more I get overwhelmed, and ultimately I get really turned off and I'm like, nope, I don't want anything. It's like when you go to a restaurant and the menu is 10 pages long. Again, I went on a tangent, but I think you know what I mean. Some rediscovered products that I have been loving. Bronzer, Becca Sunlit Bronzer in the shade Capri Coast. This is beautiful. Again, I'm wearing this today. There's just something about the formula of these Becca Sunlit Bronzers. It's just, it's creamy. It looks shimmery in the pan, but it does not translate shimmery on the cheek at all. It just gives you a beautiful, subtle glow. It just looks like skin. It's so easy to blend. It looks absolutely gorgeous and seamless on the skin. It comes in, I think it comes in 5 different shades. There is a shade lighter than this if you are more fair. There are also 3 deeper options with slightly varying undertones. So you are bound to find a color that works for you. I will be doing a top 5 bronzers video soon, but spoiler alert, this will be in there. Another product that is fantastic is the Arch Brow Pencil by Hourglass. This is the best eyebrow product that I've used, and I've had it for a while, but then I was in an Anastasia Brow Wiz moment, and then I bought the new MAC brow pen, and then I was using brow powder. But I went back to this and it's just so easy. I use this in the shade Ash. It's so easy to use. It lasts forever. I love the color. I love the spoolie. I just love everything about it. There's just something so elegant and user-friendly about Hourglass products. I'm a big fan and I really want to try the matching eyebrow gel. I admire people that can do perfect, beautiful brows, and they will spend a long time perfecting the brow, and they look beautiful and flawless. I'm not that person. I do not have the time and the patience to do that. I just want 1, maybe 2 products that just help me get the job done and help me feel okay about the result, and this definitely does that for me. So this and a brow gel, all I need to get the job done quick, and I love it. So if you are low maintenance and you want a really, really good eyebrow product that you don't want to be fussed with, you just want it to work and look good, I highly recommend the Hourglass Arch Brow Pencil. From eyebrows to eyelashes, this has been the eyelash combination that has been making me very, very happy. The L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara is one of the best volumizing mascaras on the market, especially if you're looking for a good drugstore mascara. I love this so much. And the Marc Jacobs Velvet Mascara Primer just gives it that extra kick to make it extra voluminous. If I'm going out at night, I want a bit more volume, a bit more drama, I will kind of spend extra time curling my eyelashes to get that beautiful fluttery lash effect, I'll apply this primer underneath, then this on top. I actually feel like it makes my mascara last longer when I use this primer, which is great. It's not a lengthening separation product. It's definitely a thickening, volumizing type of primer, but together, if you're into the voluminous, thick lash look, I definitely think that this is worth a try. Now for the last beauty favorite, I have a hair favorite. It's not the most glamorous looking thing in the world, but let me explain. This is apple cider vinegar and water. I did a 4-to-1 dilution. This is from Home Depot, from the garden center. So I just filled up the bottle with apple cider vinegar up to here, then added water up to here. And this is what I've been doing as a rinse on my hair about once every couple weeks or so. This has made such a difference. If you live in an area with hard water, you will really like something like this. I use it instead of a clarifying shampoo, just because I find that when I use clarifying shampoos, they tend to strip out my color. So I wanted something that would be gentle on my color, that would also give me some scalp health benefits, and that was easy to get. And it does not get easier than just going downstairs and opening my kitchen pantry. So yeah, this is really, really good. It has really helped me. I read about it on some blogs, and then I saw Christophe Robin, which is one of my favorite hair care brands. He actually sells 2 different types of apple cider vinegar hair rinses. Obviously, what's in those products have a bit more of a fancy formula. They also have like extra plant oils in there, but ultimately, apple cider vinegar and water is what you need to get the job done in terms of rinsing any hard water residue from your hair. And I find that when I use this, I don't need to condition afterwards. Read more about this. I don't want to recommend this to you if this might not be good for your hair. I'm not sure how this fares with other types of chemically treated hair, but it does work for me. I've had great results with it, and I just thought I would give this a shout out if you are struggling with the effects of hard water in your hair. I've been really happy with that. I also have a couple of product disappointments. The first is this foundation, and it's the Cushion Foundation from Wet n Wild. I actually bought this in December, and I got this in the shade 108 Nude Beige. I really, really did not enjoy this. I found it to look okay when initially applied, but it broke down really quickly. It transferred like crazy, and it just didn't look great on my skin. It was very weird. It made my skin look oily and dry at the same time. Like, I was really, really shiny, but all my dry patches were emphasized. So that was a really weird thing that doesn't usually happen. I know some people with drier skin that really enjoy this foundation, but because of my experience and the emphasis on dry patches, I don't know if maybe just my skin didn't react well to it, but I honestly, because of the experience that I've had with it, like dry patches being emphasized and looking really shiny, I don't even think that I would recommend it to somebody with dry skin, unless you just exfoliate really, 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 really well and have a really smooth canvas. Maybe then it's worth a try, but I just think there's so many other good foundations on the market, even at the drugstore, that this was just kind of missed the mark for me. Then the other thing that disappointed me this month, I actually don't have it. I don't have it physically here to show you because I didn't buy anything from the launch, but Glossier Play. I'm a fan of Glossier. They do some products that I really enjoy. And in general, I think that from a marketing perspective, I think what they've done is really remarkable. What they're doing with retail right now, how they're doing nationwide pop-ups, and they have that beautiful showroom in New York City. I definitely think that what they're doing with retail is like the future of retail. They create a beautiful experience that it makes you want to go and check out their products in a store, which is very rare because nowadays, I don't know about you, but with me, I would much rather shop online than actually go to the store. There is nothing that attracts me about an in-store shopping experience. I just don't like the traditional in-store shopping experience at all. But there's just something about the way Glossier has reinvented the retail experience that's really exciting and fun to me. But in terms of products, the Glossier Play, I feel like there was so much hype for it, and I was definitely really excited. And then it ended up just being renditions of makeup products that already exist on the market and that a lot of brands execute better, I think. So I can't say that there's anything that really grabbed my attention from the Glossier Play range, but their marketing and their aesthetic and presentation is definitely very innovative, and I think that they do that really, really well, but a lot of the times it can just be style over substance. So I just want good products without a lot of fanfare, or if you're going to have a lot of fanfare, the product better be pretty damn cool and unique and different. And I just don't think that was anything cool or special or different. Even in terms of what I currently own in my makeup collection, I have something that can do what every single one of those products does already. I don't know if that just says about how big the makeup industry has gotten. We're all just overly saturated with product, so it's very hard to get us excited for something new because we've seen it all. But another tangent. I apologize. This is going to be a rambly video. In terms of non-beauty favorites, I have a pair of jeans, and if you watched my last outfits of the week video, you will have seen them already, but it's the Citizens of Humanity Charlotte high-rise straight jeans. They're in the color Winwood, and if you're looking for a good pair of 100% cotton, vintage-inspired jeans that are high-waisted, straight leg, super flattering, not cropped at the ankle, I highly recommend these. They do have a cropped ankled version, but they didn't have it in this wash, and I really wanted this type of denim wash. I absolutely love these. I have tried so many high-waisted, straight leg, 100% cotton jeans over the last year and a half. I've been on the hunt for that perfect pair. I definitely found it in these. This is such a good pair of jeans. I find that they run true to size, but I don't have a very high hip to waist ratio. If you are curvier, you might have to get a size up and then get them tailored at the waist. They're just so flattering. They feel so good. They hold their shape really well. I'm really, really, really happy with them. I've been wearing them a ton, and I actually really love the fact that they're a full length jean. I feel like all my jeans are cropped because cropped jeans have been in for so long. I've either been purchasing cropped pants only, or I've been just cutting my old jeans to make them cropped. I was kind of craving a full length straight leg classic pair of jeans, and this has definitely filled that hole in my wardrobe. I really like them, and I thought I would shout them out if you are also on the hunt for a nice, good straight leg vintage inspired pair of jeans. In terms of books, I read 2 books in March that I really, really, really loved. And the first is Tin Man by Sarah Winman. It's a fiction tale, and it's about love and friendship and grief and loss. It's a very heartwarming and heartbreaking story at the same time. I recommend reading the synopsis on Amazon and buying it if it's something that you're into, but it was a very emotional read, and the way that the author describes the feelings of grief and the feelings of love and the feelings of loneliness, it was just so well written, and she was so skilled at writing about those emotions. Like those feelings just kind of jump off the page and hit you with it. And I find that really hard to do. Very, very seldom do I read books that describe feelings and emotions so well. You can instantly relate to what the character is feeling, which I found really beautiful. On the other end of the spectrum, I read Bad Blood, which is a nonfiction book. It's about Elizabeth Holmes and the whole Theranos scandal, and it's about the deception and lies in Silicon Valley, and it was so good. I was just on the edge of my seat reading it, but it was so gripping and enticing and so well written. It felt like you're reading a thriller, which I think is very hard to do with nonfiction. A lot of the times, if I'm reading a nonfiction book, I kind of have to just do it a little bit at a time. I can't just sit and read for 3 hours and be really, really enthralled. And this one did that. It just kept me so gripped, and it's such a crazy, crazy story. So if you're looking for a thrilling nonfiction read, and if you're into science and technology and stuff like that, I think it is an awesome, awesome read. It's such a good book. I think that's it for now. I will stop talking because I feel like I've talked a lot in this video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what products, what TV shows, what books, what fashion items you've been loving. I'm always excited to catch up with you in the comment section below. I hope you're having an awesome day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!